And hello, how you guys doing? This is important. That satellite man's still been hitting me in the face here and across here and here. They've still been damaging my face and my facial bones. And in reference to the information, in reference to attorneys, they need to make YouTube videos in reference to the ongoings of court cases, in reference to the situation of people that kidnapped me from my mother and father's mansions, people that are blocking me from my career in the entertainment industry and movie productions and music and modeling industry. And attorneys need to make YouTube videos in reference to the satellite men that have been damaging my teeth and face, and accountants in reference to my mother and father's companies. Accountants need to make documentation or YouTube videos in reference to who I am and who my parents are, and in reference to who my grandparents are too. Biological facts. And in reference to my trust funds, in reference to the information of my trust funds, the trust fund company needs to make YouTube videos, in reference to them trying to get in contact with me and what type of problems they've had and what's the name of some of these people that are blocking them, or, in reference to them trying to send letters to me in the postal mail. Same thing in reference to celebrities and entertainers. People just need to make YouTube videos in reference to trying to get in contact with me, saying something like, hey, we tried to get in contact, but then the satellite man was burning us, or hey, we were trying to get in contact with him, but somebody stole the postal mail, or people trying to get in contact with me, through the postal mail or email or whichever. And in reference to the insurance companies of my mother and father's estates, the fact that people tried to murder me and tried to steal the estates from me, there's insurance monies that I was supposed to have received. And in reference to trust funds, people tried to murder me and they tried to steal my trust funds. And the Treasury was supposed to set up trust funds for me too, in reference to the situation. And I haven't received that money either. And people have tried to injure me. People have tried to murder me since then. There's insurance lawsuits there too in reference to the trust funds that I was supposed to have received from the Treasury. And in reference to disability attorneys, they need to file lawsuits in reference to the government trying to injure me, the government injuring my face repetitiously, the government damaging my teeth repetitiously, and the government stealing monies that the disability offices have tried to send to me. And this goes for in reference to the acknowledgement of other offices or companies that tried to send me information of monies, or same thing with real estate companies like maybe like Century 21 or any of the Previews International or any of the other realty companies that tried to send me information so I could move to another city and state. And I haven't received anything. So obviously, in reference to that information, people need to make YouTube videos about that too. And in reference to security monies, that's very important. In reference to the fact of the Treasury or governors and mayors that have tried to send me money based on the hostage situation, or the fact that, there might have been politicians that was holding on to monies from my parents or from my mother, but I've never received none of it. So that's, that has to be addressed in the information on YouTube videos, meaning it has to be mentioned in YouTube videos that governors or mayors are trying to send me money, or the Treasury or the Supreme Court or the courts have tried to send me money, or whichever. Reference to me being held hostage, And reference to security monies, such as it falls in the category of emergency monies, humanitarian monies that I was supposed to have received, lawsuit monies, court case monies, things like that. Any category of these people blocking me from receiving monies and credit cards or, account information and things like that. And in reference to, people that work in the lawn care industry that have worked at some of my mother or father's properties, they can make YouTube videos too, saying hello or whichever, I'm the owner of my mother and father's properties forever. Never signed, never gave, never sold, never, not allowed to, not never. And my parents got murdered by bad government, dirty government. So, in reference to dirty government trying to swindle me or trying to steal from me, they're already in violations of criminal activities of when they had murdered my parents based on those political offices or dirty government people that have tried to build their illegal organization to try to steal everything from me. And in reference to other cities and states, my mother and father owned mansions in many different cities and states, and those cities and states need to put send me an identification with one of the mansion addresses on a driver's license. Like, I should probably receive like 50 driver's licenses with my mother and father's mansion address on them, or however many mansions, or whichever city and state, you know what I mean? And in reference to any artists or entertainers that want me to possibly appear in certain films, that, or modeling shows or entertainment shows, people can make YouTube videos about that. Like, say, for instance, if it's a romantic comedy or an action movie or, different type of film, if somebody's interested in me performing or being one of the characters in a film, they can go ahead and make a YouTube video about that too. Such as actors and entertainers that know me or directors that have known me. And hello, James Cameron, and hello, other directors. Many things of importance in reference to other directors too. How you guys doing? And so in reference to the information, and in reference to people that was holding on to monies in reference to my mother, or in reference to the fact that I was supposed to receive lawsuit monies. There's even more lawsuits against the government for blocking me from the previous lawsuit monies I was supposed to have received. And another thing, in reference to that satellite man, they've been graying my hair. I don't even have gray hair genes. My mother didn't have gray hair genes, and my father didn't have gray hair genes. And the government satellite man is preventing me from coloring my hair. They're preventing me from highlighting my hair. And the satellite man has burnt my lips and teeth. And that satellite man has tried to claim that they own all the hair color in the world or something. And that satellite controller has tried to claim any store I go to, when I go to a grocery store or a business or a gas station, that satellite man tries to communicate to me and says that he's the owner and he's burning me with a satellite. I've never been a criminal, man. So whoever you are, or a woman, or whoever you are, satellite controller, you need to go to court. But that satellite man is some kleptomaniac, and he's trying to claim to be the owner of everything or anything. Like, if I buy something at the store, he tries to claim that he was the owner of the thing that I just bought at the store. The satellite freak does. And the satellite man terrorizing me must get prosecuted. Lots of things of importance. There's lots of things to elaborate on if necessary, in reference to lots of things, of course, in the future too. But these people blocking me from my mother and father's mansions, and then the fact that they're trying to deny my identity when the Royal Protocol is a birth certificate. It's on television 24 hours a day. There's laws that say they're not allowed to use technology to try to burn me with, or to try to develop any illegal weaponry. There's laws against these people's activities and what they have done. There's been laws, and there's specific documents, because my father got murdered from satellite. They were burning my father from satellite when I was a little boy, and they were burning my mother, and they were burning me, and they were burning my father. And my father got murdered in 1976, and then my father was frozen. So, it's a very serious situation. And the fact that these people are trying to corrupt documents, or they're trying to manipulate documents, is fraud. The activity of these people blocking me from my mother and father's mansions Somebody needs to ask them what they're trying to do. You know, I went to good schools. I got an education, went to private schools and other schools in Low Beverly Hills in Colorado and Texas and New York and other schools in Low Chicago in reference to years and when I was little and things like that, you know, and low universities too and performing arts schools. So in reference to these people that are blocking me from receiving my lawsuit monies or blocking me from my trust funds, who are they? They don't have no right trying to dictate my life or them trying to dictate, you know, my parents' estates that my parents gave to me. These people have no legal right, and they're still messing with my mouth when I'm talking, you know. This is total BS what they're trying to do, and it's attempted murder, sexual assault on everything against these satellite controllers, too. Lots of things of importance.